And welcome back another day, another reason. Let's get straight to it. So many transitional moments happening all at once. I've just been doing so many readings and I'm just like, what is going on right now? But I am picking up on like a lot of major transformation and transitions happening here. Time shifting, monarch butterflies being very significant here. So if you've been seeing butterflies, just knowing that you're in this transitional moment in your life where you're just spreading your wings and you're just evolving as an individual. It's crazy work. It's been crazy work. All right. I hope that over everyone else, you learn to make yourself proud. Do it for you. No more people pleasing, all right? You're doing this for yourself because you want to do this for yourself. So whatever this is, it is for you. This transformation, this transition, this growth, this development, this level up is for you, not for anybody else. What if your mess is your magic? What if there are two sides of the same door? That's an interesting one, to be honest. I'm picking up on like parallel like paradigms here. If you know, you know. I don't want to like break my head for this one, to be honest with you. Whew. Darling, don't you remember you're a badass? Keep winging it. Embody that energy of a fairy. So if you've been like really like doubting yourself or questioning yourself in your magic, don't ever doubt it. Because whatever the case is just the intrusive thoughts. It's just part of like the matrix, the system, the stimulation, trying to hold you back and cling you back into a paradigm that is not even yours to claim no more. So with that being said, let's get straight to the read. See who am I reading for today? Aside from the fact that there's major transformations and transitions. Spirit's saying like they want you to embody that confidence. Be yourself. Like, who gives a flying fuck what the fuck people think? Who gives a flying fuck how you dress? It is up to you to decide that for you. As long as it makes you feel like happy and comfortable, who gives a flying fuck? And I'm also seeing like very big on having to do with like loyalty. So have that big loyalty towards yourself, towards your craft, to whatever you're very passionate about, and to whatever like, you know, helps you be in that heart center, in that heart space. Especially when it comes to like long-term goals, long-term like assets that you're building and constructing. I'm seeing like you need to be loyal towards like, you know, that foundation. You building those blocks for that long-term goals. I'm seeing owls being very big here. I don't know why, but you might have a tattoo with a heart with some wings. Whoever I'm reading for. Because I don't know why, but I just got that visualization. Like either you have it in your chest or somewhere in your arm. I don't know. That was just odd, but I just got the visualization randomly. Yeah, because first I say like be open-minded and like be in that student mentality when it comes to like your building era. Be bold and confident in that sense of like whatever you're building is going to work out. And allow yourself to embody like your intuition and your creativity into it as well. Like it's more meant for you to have fun. Especially when you're doing like this whole work for that self-mastery towards yourself, to your approach of life, to how you carry yourself, how you embody that energy. Because you're going through a lot of spiritual level ups. Like you're growing as an individual. I'm seeing 9th house placement. So like travel could be very potential here. Major themes on having to do with the heart. Like there's just a lot of things having to do with the heart. And I'm hearing like your heart leads the way. Your heart knows the way. It's just you getting back into your heart center. Getting back into like the unconditional love towards yourself, towards life, towards like, you know, the universe and everybody all around you. You need to get back to that spot because your heart is what unlocks everything. there's a major emphasis that you are growing and expanding, especially when it comes to your communication, the way that you connect with people, the way that you network, the way that you navigate and move. Like, you're becoming way more flexible and adaptable, and you're just letting life just go through the motions. Like, you're no longer being in the sense of like, oh, I gotta stick to this certain specific way, or I gotta operate in this specific way. No, you're being open and flexible, because it's like, it's your life. You get to be the co-creator of your life, and whatever works for you, and fuck what anybody else has to think. Because, certain systems or certain, routines work for some people, and then for others, it doesn't work. And it's either way too rigid or way too, way too flexible and adaptable, where it's like, they might feel like they're very scattered. Yeah. Because you're releasing a lot of this baggage. And what I'm picking up on is, you're releasing old belief systems when it came to, oh, I need to have this kind of career because, this is what everybody else is doing, or this is how I'm going to be accepted by my peers, my society, or because it's a safe way to go. You're also, noticing, your relationship when it comes to, authority figures as well. You're letting that stuff go. Because I'm getting, these belief systems were, keeping you trapped and holding you back, especially when it comes to, you viewing yourself and the way that you view authority figures and the way that you take leadership. You're letting it all go here. Because it's not serving no more. Yes. And I'm seeing, there has to have been, a specific play in regards to, a mother figure here. When it came to the way that you should be viewing, authority figures, there is a specific influence, either, from your mother's side or from your father's side. There is just a specific influence that was going on. But it was something that was either very vague or very unclear. And it was really up to you to start unpeeling and unlayering those layers towards yourself, especially when it comes to your emotions. Because slowly, as you were unpeeling those emotions or the way that you've been thinking, it's revealing aspects of yourself, oh, so this is why I've been operating this way. So this is why I've been thinking this way. So this is why, I think and feel a certain way about specific situations or values or circumstances. Again, it's you having to reclaim back that authority, back that, I'm just blah, blah, blah. Reclaiming back your power, okay? Because you're going through a major transformation. You're facing your fears. You're facing the darkness. There's just this darkness when it comes to, the divine feminine. This could have been, the dark divine feminine aspect that you've been dealing with. Where, they have a fixed way of, looking at life, or a specific way of, wanting things to, work and operate. But it was, in an unhealthy way that was, keeping you stagnant, or, in stupid situations that were not, in true alignment with your soul's purpose. Or even heart-centered at all. And I'm picking up also, it could have been, through vanity. There was, a vanity kind of aspect towards it. It wasn't deep. It was just superficial. And this is where the Spirit's saying, this is where the drastic changes are happening here. Because you're choosing not to operate through vanity no more. You're choosing to actually go deeper through something that's actually way more meaningful. Something that actually, rings true to your soul. Something that actually resonates with you and your higher self. And this is where Spirit's we're supporting this. There's something that we're orchestrating behind your back, and it's coming in all together, slowly but surely. But just have faith in the whole process, because once it comes, you're going to finally be oh, so this is why I went through this stuff. Because I need to acquire these kind of tools, these kind of resources, this kind of mentality, in order for me to be able to handle this kind of situation and circumstance. There's just a reason why the divine orchestrates specific things at a specific time in a specific place. Because you're learning how to love yourself, how to cherish yourself, how to nurture yourself, and really just make sure that you're taken care of. Because at the end of the day, you come first. You come first. Okay? You've been self-sacrificing yourself in so many ways, especially when it comes to your career. You were being basically a pack mule. You were worrying way too much about everybody else but yourself. And what was the reason? Because you were being, programmed in that sense that, if you're a divine feminine, to, self-sacrifice yourself at the pace of, authority figures or, divine masculines. And saying, my needs are not that important, so I'm going to give everything away. And just say, fuck it to your health, fuck it to your peace, fuck it to, your sanity, you know? Or this could have been like through out of survival because you had to. So you're like, oh, well, I can't be worried about this and this and that about myself, like, because I gotta have this done in order for me to be good and safe. So this could have been coming through, like, you know, through finances, through relationships, or through family dynamics, and there was just like power games happening here. And in order for you to, like, you know, have a home, feel emotionally safe, have a connection, feel loved and desired and taken care of, and you're reclaiming back all that power back by transmuting that energy, because that energy was not healthy. It was actually toxic. And I'm feeling like right here, like in my throat, like there seems to be like there's like a specific truth that was like being held back, but it was actually all that anger and suppression of you, like saying like, I fucking hate this shit fucking sucks, I don't want to keep doing this shit to myself, enough is enough, and it's time that I finally liberate myself, and I don't care if I'm gonna hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna be myself, so take it or leave it, but it is what it is. And this is where you have to like interplay your values, your structure, your belief systems, your self-worth, what you're like actually willing to, like, you know, put up with. What? Let's erase that part. Instead of like put up with, like collaborate. Collaboration is better than freaking putting up with, because like when you say putting up with, it sounds like you're just settling for less. And we're not here to settle for less. 11/11 as I'm saying this. You're finally recognizing that you integrating that self-love towards yourself is going to bleed into your self-worth, your confidence, your sense of self, into like whatever that is coming in from the divine and from source and spirit. It's you investing in you, and it's going to start showing itself. Oh, my eyes. Whew. But this is going to take you, you know, you being brave, you taking that initiative, you taking that forward step and saying like, you know what, I gotta do this for myself, because nobody else is going to do it for me. As much as you expect someone to like save you, like, no, you have to be your own savior. Because this is where like the disimbalance would happen. You are under the expectation like, oh, this person or this situation is going to save me, but no. It puts you into deeper waters. Or into like stupid situations that you didn't need to be a part of to begin with. And this is where like Spirit's like saying, this is where discipline and structure plays a big role, and you being very serious with yourself about what you do and don't allow into your life, because barriers, boundaries are going to be your saving grace here. So that way you don't have to ever deal with that. Because you got to nurture these boundaries, these structures, these foundations that you implement and put on. Because that's where you plant your seeds at, and that's how they grow and sprout. If you're putting in like stupid seeds that are not going to benefit you, you're just going to keep growing more of that. Especially if you keep entertaining it. It's like whenever you're being fed, like, you know, a specific belief about, like, you know, how you should be handling your money. If it's an actual good belief system, keep watering it. Keep letting it sprout. Allow it to, like, benefit you in the best way possible. And if it's something negative, don't entertain it. Let it wilt. Let it wilt. Because it's not serving you. It's actually being a hindrance. Heavy on Capricorn energy and Cancer energy. Like, you're needing to, like, you know, use your divine feminine and your divine masculine to, like, play with each other. LOL. Integrate with each other in order for you to have like that safe structure and that emotional safety at the same time. So that way you can build something that's like long lasting and something that you're going to be happy to be a part of and to be involved in. Something that you're gonna want to protect. Something that you're going to be like, this is mine and it's mine for the taking. But I'm seeing like you are going through a major transformation and transition where you're releasing a lot of like, you know, this family kind of dynamics or power plays that were integrated into your subconscious mind, specifically with like the mother figure and the father figure here. You're removing the way of like how like they build and putting it in your own taste, your own twist to it that, you know, is in alignment with what you want to be doing long term. Because whatever you're doing is not going to be the same thing that anybody else is going to be doing. I'm saying there's a big emphasis here on you just allowing your intuitive nature to like play its own course, as well as allowing yourself to like purge out the impurities, the things that don't keep you sovereign, these bad addictions, habits, or patterns or cycles that are no longer serving you, or you shedding off these layers to yourself and saying, you know what, enough is enough, I'm done entertaining this. I'm going to release myself. So this is a way of you just releasing yourself from this baggage. Because you're finally taking forward action. You're finally taking that initiative and saying, you know what? We're fucking done. We've been done this entire fucking time. Because at the end of the day, Spirit has been guiding you this entire time. They're like, finally, you have been listening to our synchronicities, to our answers, to the inner knowings, to the inner truths that we've been revealing to you each and every time, that it's time to release and let go of this paradigm and finally give yourself that liberation of joy and happiness, and let your inner child to finally have like that, that household, that structure that helps them thrive and grow as an individual and helps you grow and evolve as an individual, that you're going to like one day admire, be proud of, and be like, yes, I'm so excited that I get to be this person. I'm so excited that I get to do this and be a part of this, and I get to wake up to this, and I get to have fun and keep doing it all over again. It's like you fall in love all over again with the process of being yourself and you just existing as a human. But it all starts with home. You have to begin this journey at home in order for it to reflect outwardly outside. And this is where you're needing to you're going to be a trailblazer. This is going to be a path that nobody else has taken. This is going to be a little bit intimidating, but you taking that leadership, that ownership, and saying you know what, I'm going to do this for myself, and that's where the magic really actually starts. I'm seeing Aries placements being very significant here as well. Whew. Let's see what else Spirit Team has to say, because it's been a lengthy reading. Very lengthy. Okay. Okay, Spirit Team from my Aries signs. Good. What do they need to know right now? Spirit's saying you are activated. You have this intense longing of there's a deeper desire, there's a void, there's something deep within your own self that is you're looking for it. And it's because this inner longing happens because you've been abandoning your inner divine feminine. This person's saying you've been trapped in these karmic bonds. Because of your ego. But you already are activated as is to connect to your star family. The people that actually belong in your circle. The people that are meant to be there. Yeah. Kind of low-key goddamn. What else? Aside from the fact that you're already activated into connecting to your star family, because there's been glimpses of people that have already been coming into your life that are going to be there for a very long time in your journey. I'm also seeing that, there's still a few addictions to be cleared. Addictions could be in any shape or form, okay? This could be through behaviors or patterns that you still keep on repeating or doing. I am seeing as well that you are merging with your higher self. And you're manifesting at a very fast rates. So be very intentional and very careful with what emotions and thoughts you entertain. Because at the same time, you are very magnetic. So you being very magnetic, you can attract whatever goes into that vortex of yours. Let's see. Spirit is just reminding you at the end of the day, you are a good luck charm. People are blessed to have you in their lives. Don't ever forget your magic. Don't ever forget how strong and valuable you really are. Even if you're not hearing it right now, you are an asset to this world. There is people waiting for you. And so just be patient. Just be patient in the process and be patient in the motions. It's all going to fall into place. Just allow yourself to follow through this transition, through this journey of discovering yourself and releasing these baggages and these habits and patterns of yours that are still hindering you and keeping you like stuck and like stagnant in like specific like cycles. And just know that you're going to be directed into the right direction. With that being said, if this reading resonates, it resonates. And if it doesn't, leave it at the window. Do not force it. Other than that, I'll see you back in divine timing. Thank you for tapping in. And see ya.